Hi, I am Jen Johnson. I am a mom to 3 kids, 8, 7, and 2. And I am married. I've been married for 12 years, and in 2016, my husband was diagnosed with an incurable cancer just 3 weeks before our youngest was born.
Oh.
This is a challenge for us.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by how awkward we're being. I'm Sarah Hendrickson. I have been married, this year will be 9 years. I have 4 babies, and 2 are in heaven, and 2 I have lucky enough to have here. In 2014, I was pregnant with my second child, a little boy, and I went into preterm labor and delivered a little stillborn baby. And then a few months later, I got pregnant again and thought that could never happen twice. So I got pregnant, and then we found out around 14, 15 weeks that this little baby was a girl, and that she had some serious medical problems that would not allow her to live. They told us it would be about a 50% chance that she would live past birth. So they gave us the option to abort, and we did not. I carried her full term until her heart rate just was declining, and I was life flighted, and it was a whole long story. But she ended up living for about 10 hours before she passed away. And then, God, that was 2015. By 2017, I was crazy enough. I call it crazy. Other people say brave. I don't believe that. But I was crazy enough to try again. Actually, God told me that there was one more baby. So I mustered all the faith I had to try and have another one, and we got pregnant with our little miracle girl after a year of trying, and she is here and healthy and alive and beautiful. So before I had her, we had moved into these townhomes, and I had lived here, how long was I living here before you moved? About a year, maybe. And all the moms were out at the park playing with the kids. Not really playing with the kids. We were talking and eating, and they were playing. And Jen walked out.
The first day I had moved in.
Yeah, very first day.
We'd moved in like the night before, and the very next day I just saw a bunch of moms out there. And because I'm a loud, obnoxious person, I just went out and said, "Hi, I'm Jen. I'm new. Who are all of you?"
And I said, "I think we're going to be friends."
And there was so much truth to that we didn't even know. We just clicked, instantly clicked. And I think on a surface level,
without knowing anything,
we became instant good friends. Yeah. We were loud and funny and obnoxious, and
we like to make morbid jokes.
That came pretty quickly after. But we had a lot of the same interests, and our husbands get along, and they clicked, and our kids are the same ages, and they clicked and got along, and so it just made it really easy to hang around each other, and we always had a good time, and it was fun. And within a matter of just like a couple weeks, I'm like sharing details about like why we moved to Payson, and that my husband had just gone through a transplant to try and save his life and to prolong his cancer, and that I had to start school full-time, and I'm now working part-time and trying to take care of him and trying to take care of the 3 kids, and Sarah had just found out she was pregnant with Lucy, and I think we were just like great big balls of like nerves and like anxiousness, and when we both get like that, like in separately even, we project in like humor. And
because I was always told, if you want to cry about it, just choose to laugh.
Yep. Yeah.
Just laugh about it.
Yep. So we do that a lot. We laugh a lot because really we could cry all the time.
That doesn't get you anywhere, and it really doesn't make you any friends. But it's okay to cry.
It is okay to cry.
We do cry a lot, but we also laugh a lot.
But we just quickly realized that there was so much more that we could help each other with in our times, and we could validate each other's real feelings and like our real fears and anxieties. And what I think a huge part of like our friendship and like what like solidified our friendship is that I felt really alone in the fact that nobody understands, you know, and I don't want to introduce myself as, I'm Jen, my husband's dying of cancer and I'm trying to hold it together and get a degree so that my kids can keep a roof over their head. And I just felt alone in that. And what I very quickly realized is that what Sarah had gone through, while completely different, she had a lot of those same feelings and a lot of those same emotions, and that really helped validate and make me feel like I wasn't alone. And
because when I did introduce myself as Sarah and my baby just died, people ran.
Yeah.
Which is fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
But there's so much that we all go through that are so extremely different, but they all have the same underlying feelings of loneliness because you just don't believe or feel like anyone else is going through something as crazy and as traumatic and awful and hard as you are. So when then you find someone that does or that has, it is life-changing. And it's, you just, so anyways, that's...
When we saw that you were doing this challenge, and how you were just approaching women and like the trials that they've been through and how they've been able to overcome them, and or how they're living through them currently
and relate to others.
Yeah, it just really spoke to us in the sense that, hey, like we feel like that. We feel like we can help other women realize what we helped each other realize, and that is that it's okay if your situation isn't the same. You can still be a huge support system, and you can find your best friend through going through awful trials in life and be a support to each other. So that's us.
That's it.
And that's our story. And we'd love to meet other women who just need a hug or need a friend and
share stories.
Yeah.